on YouTube like now.
Oh, but how do we're not live over there yet.
No, that's okay. Just
Okay.
give me a moment.
All right. Hi, everybody on YouTube. So we're simulcasting in 3 locations today, just for fun. So we're going to do some mixed media work and talk about something in regards to media. And so we'll, as soon as we're up there, we'll get started.
We're live on TikTok.
We're live on TikTok now too.
The IG
Hi,
is giving
TikTok.
me issues.
Instagram. So we have 3 different platforms, everybody, cameras, just to be completely, crazy today, I guess. Mixed media today. We're going to talk a little bit about mixed media. It's not going to be a long broadcast today, but it's going to be informative, I think, because we still don't have Instagram. We do.
Oh, we just got there.
We got there. Hey, welcome everybody. Okay, we're officially started on all 3 platforms. I still think Kristen's nuts for doing it. I'm David Austin, and that is my beautiful wife, Kristen, and she's the tech guru who keeps doing things that make her crazy back there. So today, it's a casual Wednesday, and we don't do the lives very often in the middle of the week, but when we do, it's because our kid is in preschool. And we got snowed out the last 2 days. So again, DavidAustinGallery.com for original artwork and MuddyPaw.net for our clothing line and our home goods line. And we moved and separated it out recently, and there's a videos about why we had to do that. But Get Outdoors is our theme there. It's active wear, and it's really cool stuff. So you can check that out.
Please do. MuddyPaw.net.
We appreciate all the love you can give us there. And then, so today, some of you that have followed us and some of you that haven't, but anyway, I'm a mixed media artist, so I work in a lot of different material. Water soluble, a lot of it, charcoals, graphites, pastels, and so forth. And I'm going to show you one of the bigger pieces over here. Now she's going to have to turn the cameras.
I gotta put down that coffee. Hold on.
Put down the coffee. Oh my gosh, the director isn't paying attention. Just kidding. So this piece, nope, we're not quite there. Almost there on the lives. And so this piece here is 5 foot by 5 foot. It's exclusively available through First Dibs via ARDT Gallery out in Southampton. So give them some love if you can. Find them on the social media platform, ARDT Gallery. And so Jim and Candy are kind enough to represent 10 of these 5 by 5 pieces. The reason I bring it up is because you can see it's a mixed media piece. So before I send this out, I need to fix this whole piece because I have charcoals. I have some water media mixed into this and some other acrylics and such. No oils or anything mixed in with this, but there's a lot of other stuff. So we need to fix that. So today we're going to talk about that because this is the #1. I'm coming over here now she's got to turn that camera too now.
Hold on. I got 2 tripods.
Okay, well, we won't move around a whole lot after this. Just one more time.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Come on.
It's Cash Wednesday.
Well, where are you going now? I can't.
I'm fine. I'm getting some light. Is that good? I like to keep my wife guessing.
Cameraman, not a sorcerer, Jim.
Wow. 5 minutes in, she's already got a geeky reference, movie reference. Congratulations. That might be the fastest you've done that. So mixed media pieces. The problem is so many of these things that we make, we traditionally have had to use. Recognize that sound? It's indoors. It's, I think, single digits out there. Did it go above 0?
The truck still said -2.
-2 this morning. I'm not spraying outdoors, and I'm definitely not going to spray this indoors because anytime I do, I feel sick for the rest of the week. So those have various propellants. Anyway, they're not very healthy to breathe with the solvents and all that. The various fixatives that are available. So I had looked for quite a while, and I found Spectrafix, and I'm really excited by it. They sent me a couple samples. I'd already been using them, but I haven't tried some of the new products they came out with. The Degas Fixative is the #1. I buy it in a gallon size, and then I put it into a hairspray kind of sprayer. But if you want to spring for a really good sprayer, Spectrafix has their own, and actually it is better, Kristen.
Is it?
Yeah, it really is. And you look at it, it's a little different. The head's a little different. The top is different. But this thing works better. So this is the Degas Fixative. And so basically I'll go in and I'll spray a piece down that has charcoal on it. And I'll show you some charcoal work and then we'll spray it on there. And then final fix too, which we're going to spray a piece over there. And I'll show you this. This is really nice to do. I just got this a few days ago. It's empty, almost empty. I figure I have one more painting out of it.
Prolific.
Well, when you work large, a little bottle like this is going to go a long way.
Yeah, these little pieces on the table are not
those
their usual size.
Spectrafix. And then the new thing too. So this is non-toxic stuff. That's why I like it. And then the natural glass varnish and medium, which is really nice as well because it's a natural medium to put over it. It's formulated to work all that together. So I have I'm going to do some charcoal stuff, and then we'll paint or we'll spray on, and then we'll get into this. It'll be a lot of fun. So I have a couple different techniques I do when I'm doing this. I like to work wet in the wet sometimes with the material.
So you're spraying water right now.
So that's
let
water.
everybody at home know what we're doing.
Water. That is really complicated water. And this is Derwent big block charcoal. And I might start with a lighter piece to get going. And I'm just going to go with my little motif of the arches, the Romanesque and Gothic arches and old buildings. And even I'm going to work it right over to here.
Yeah, so it's ready.
And this is gessoed with, I think it's just a gesso on this. It was a while ago that I prepped this painting. Sometimes I do the paintings like this one. And I asked Kristen before we came on here, should I redo this one? Should I work over? Should I keep it? She said, well, what do you want to do? I'm like, I don't know. Is it done or not done? I don't know if it's done. So you can highlight areas with this too. Just use the side of it because there's texture on this. God, I think I did this back in the old studio in Michigan. Didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That's an old piece.
So I'm going to lay some groundwork with just light sketches, just really abstract type drawing, but there's some representational to it. Fascinated by the old world buildings, and so I sometimes do quite a bit with that, and then I incorporate some references to modern skyscrapers and such, and the mountains in the background, all that fun stuff. So
thank you for the likes and the hearts, everybody.
And then so this is my chunky big block charcoal.
The general.
What's left of it? There's not much left anymore. Going to spray a little bit on there. I like the way it kind of splatters it around, gives it a little bit more I guess rustication would be the way to put it. Kind of gives it a feeling of old, a patina. And I can just brush it around. Remember, there's water on here. Let me know on our time, Kristen, because we're not going to do a complete painting.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm answering some questions.
That's fine. I just want to make sure we get everything in within the 15 minutes or so today.
Oh, thank you for the follow over there from DJB Paint.
Hi,
really
thank
appreciate it. And he's drawing on a gessoed board today. It's an old painting that's already been gessoed.
You can see I'm wearing gloves. I highly, highly recommend gloves, no matter what you do in painting. If nothing else, your hands can be clean to answer the phone when they sell all of your paintings at the gallery and you have to rush down to get and take more to them. So it's really important to be able to take your gloves off and have clean hands for the phone.
Today's subject is varnishing mixed media.
Fixing and varnishing mixed media pieces.
So we're putting down a fresh layer of charcoal and pastel, and then we're going to use different varnishes over. Give you guys an example of what the products can do.
So I work a lot of mixed media again. So watercolor, particularly, I really like the Acrylic from Royal Talons. In fact, I'm going to be getting in soon from them some of those Ecoline. I don't know what to call them.
I don't know either.
I got to ask Jeff what they want us to say on that. So anyway, they have water brush pens, or it's watercolor brush.
Yeah.
And we had 3 in there that the toddler managed to destroy, but I really like them a lot. So I ordered a big set. And anyway, so the problem with watercolor and these charcoals is the fact that you smudge them, you breathe on them and they'll smudge. So what I've been looking for 40 years has been some way to secure them and not toxify myself or my studio or my family. And I especially became aware of that, when we got pregnant.
Oh yeah, we were very aware.
And so ski waxes and stuff in those days, we were really aware of the fluorocarbons. But then I started thinking about the art materials that I was working with, and that was really important to me for our unborn child and Kristen's pregnancy. So that was a big eye opener for me, was what do I find? And that led me to the Spectrafix product line, the Degas Fixative, which came out. I don't know how long it's been out. I forgot to ask them how long.
I don't know.
But what I liked is that it allowed, and I'm putting just plain water on, it helps blend everything in. Kind of creates a little bit of patina. Fix it. So if I use the big thick one, it blows the stuff apart. That's why I've been buying this sprayer when I'm working in the pastels and charcoals.
All right, you are at 11 minutes, Mr. Austin.
Okay, but I'm having fun with this. Please.
Well, just keep going. You don't have to stop. But
no, I know, but I don't want anybody to get too bored with me. So you can use your finger. It has some stuff on it, some of the pastels, and you can actually transfer that and work your way down. But this is somewhat of a delicate surface, right? After doing all that. So what are you going to do? Well, if I'm building layers up and I don't want the layer to be transferred to the next one, I'll use the Degas Fixative, and that's what's in this. And I have a big gallon size that I ordered, which is nice. I do have a recommendation. If you use this Degas Fixative and you have your own spray bottle, I would suggest cutting just a little bit of the bottom off, this part. Because if it goes all the way down to the bottom, if there's any sediment that collects in the bottom, it clogs this sprayer up in like no time whatsoever. And even if you're using the spray bottles with just water, you can sometimes get debris in there. I did the same thing on the water bottles too. I know you want to get every last drop, but. So here's one that I did a little bit ago. It has some water media on it. And then it also has, can they see this okay? Everybody?
Yeah, just a second.
Two.
Yep.
Okay. So this has some charcoal on it. It's a simple piece. And all I do is just give a couple of coats, real light. So if you're doing this on a vertical surface, you do have to watch that it won't shoot and just drip right down. So you do, if you have a vertical surface that you're spraying the fixative on, make sure that, it's very light. Otherwise you're going to get the runs down. The painting will get the runs. You won't get the runs. Anyway.
Keep it clean.
Exactly. Okay, that went off. This is what happened. When you have a toddler, these things happen, Okay, so the other thing I like to do is I like to spray the end of that off with some water straight away and maybe wipe it off. That way this nozzle won't get clogged, because this stuff will clog the nozzle like most things. Okay, so that's one of the parts that I do. The next one that I'll do, after I've done the painting, we're going to go over here, Kristen.
Oh, okay, hold on. Where are we going over here?
Over to this one.
Okay. All right, hold on.
Can you find an angle? It doesn't have to be perfect.
Yeah, I can find an angle. Okay, I move the other one.
Come here, you two.
You two, get that in frame.
Come on.
I care more
Come
about
on over here. There you go. Okay, so this is a mixed media piece. It has a lot of charcoal detail in it, and especially white charcoal right here. This might be hard to see in the screen there. Maybe we'll give you the detail. But anyway, the point is, I put some fixative levels, Degas Fixative, over it from Spectrafix, and now I'm going to do a final fix. The final fix kind of is a more permanent layer to put on. And after that, you could do the glass, which is kind of a satin finish, but I don't want a satin finish. I just want to make sure that as this is handled and moved around or hung, it isn't these little details, the really tiny details on it, tiny details, don't get smudged. So I'm just going to really lightly, see the sprayer, Kristen, what I'm telling you? Look at that.
It is a better sprayer. I have to say too, neither of us are coughing or hacking.
No.
It's really, if you've used varnishes,
So that's it. It's done. Same thing with this one then, is I'm going to spray off the end of that with some water just to clear it off. It's a little something. They don't necessarily recommend that, but that's what I like to do. Okay, one last thing now. We're going to do the varnish over here.
Okay.
This way on this piece here. This has mixed media on it. There's some water media. I'm hoping it's actually fixed. Because I don't remember.
Can anybody on Instagram over there translate what looks to me like French? Because the word j'adore is in there, so I'm guessing.
J'adore. Where is it? There it is. So this is going to go on like many other layers. You got to get YouTube over here too.
I'm getting it.
Tighten that. That thing's got to be tightened. Do you want some help?
No, I got it. What's got to be tightened?
That one's flapping in on you.
Yeah, and I don't have any more tape. I've been doing this.
She just handles. She bites off more than you can chew half the time.
I do. It's a problem.
So there is an inner seal. So take that out. It looks really good. I would not shake these up unless you shake it a long time before you use it. Because if you shake it up, you're going to make air bubbles in it, and those air bubbles will end up in your varnish. And this doesn't matter whether you're using this from Spectrafix, the natural glass, or one of the others that are out there. I've made that mistake. I'm going to pour it right on here directly. It's probably better if you put it in a bowl or some sort of a dish. Nice, handy, drip-free. And this, just like any of the other varnishes, you're going to use a very soft varnish brush and just gently try and varnish it all. Wow, a little goes a long way. I put way too much on it. Way too much on it.
Learning things together.
Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and brush some of that right off and make it even. Oh, it just goes on so nice. It actually levels out quickly too. This is the first time I've actually used the glass. So you all are involved in the first.
Here for the ride.
Here for that ride. It's very lovely, actually. I think that's a really nice. I'm going to do the edges. And then I'm going to move this somewhere where. Wow, that went on really nicely. That was beautiful. Put that in my water bucket back there. So look at the gloss on that. Can you see that? That is amazing. Wow, that really deepened the color up a lot. So this one, we're going to see how it dries, and then we'll get back to you on this one. But look at that. Can you see that, guys?
Yeah.
Can they see it?
They can all see it.
Just really rich colors. So that's exciting. I'm really excited to see how that dries. We'll let you know on the, particularly on Instagram. We can probably let you know, or maybe we'll do a TikTok later too.
TikTok too.
And show you that result of that. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. David Austin with davidaustingallery.com, and Create Without Fear is our favorite hashtag. Use it and live it. And
and the aprons are for sale at muddypaw.net.
Muddypaw.net, our outdoor, athletic, active leisure kind of inspired.
Yeah.
Living with the family, and our skiing or cross-country skiing or hiking and boating and things like that. So a lot of really fun designs that Kristen does using the paintings that I make. She then goes and does something even more phenomenal with them. Aww. And creates some really awesome, really cool stuff. So new collections are out frequently there. Check that out. That is Get Outdoors Already, because that's fun. We'll see you all later next time. Signing off. Have good days. Be kind to each other. Bye-bye, everyone.